affects you. And unfortunately, the world we live in, it's fear-based, and there's always things going on that keeps people in fear. Another thing, beauty, self-confidence. Now, it's okay if you want to alter your body. It's nothing wrong with wanting to alter your body. But the way society is, people feel the need that they have to change their body and go and get lipo and go and get Botox. Like I said, it's okay to want to change your body, especially if you accept yourself. But if you're someone that doesn't accept yourself and you go and alter your body, that's because you're not seeing your true beauty. We are all beautiful and unique in our own way. And the next thing is not having enough money. A lot of people tend to neglect their needs, physical and mental needs, because they have to chase the bag, they have to get to the bag, they gotta take care of their family. And like, it's nothing wrong with wanting to make money. Now, I remember when I was growing up, my mom was, I don't want to say she was a single parent, but she was married. But like, she took care of the bulk of the bills. So growing up, I watched my mom hustle. As soon as I turned 18, I went to Amazon and I got me a job. Now, if you know Amazon, the warehouse, you gonna work your ass. You got to, or they gonna let you go. So I grew up thinking that I had to chase the bag, and it was at one point I was working like 2 jobs, and I was even doing DoorDash. The reason why I did DoorDash was because I wanted to be able to buy me some Mary Jane, and like, I wanted to have extra money because my other 2 jobs took care of the bills. And it got to the point where I would work, go home, go to sleep. It was like this repeated pattern. And when you don't take care of yourself or find balance within your mind, because say for instance, if you don't work, you're going into worry. How am I going to take care of the bills? How am I going to do this? How am I going to do that? And sometimes people can work a job and can't even take care of all of their bills. Anxiety doesn't have to do with the outside world. The anxiety has to do with the mind. The mind. Anxiety is a spirit. Anxiety is an energy. You know, everything is energy. You know how sometimes they say people got a good energy or bad energy. Anxiety is energy, and anxiety is excess energy that is trapped in the mind / body. Think about a fire. What do they say not to do to make a fire more bigger? You don't add air, you don't add oxygen, because it's gonna make the fire really big. So anxiety is like a fire, and you add all this air and oxygen, and it's a big fire. It's excess energy in your mind, and it'll start to affect your body. It'll start declining. You don't want to eat. You gotta take medicine. It all starts in the mind, the brain. Now, the part of the brain that triggers anxiety is called the amygdala. just no. You want it to be effective. So we're gonna breathe in for 5 seconds. Let's breathe in. Hold it, hold it. Breathe out with a sigh. The reason why I'm not breathing out with a sigh is because I don't want to irritate y'all ears. Alright, we're gonna do 2 more. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Breathe out. Breathe in. Hold it, hold it. Breathe out. After you do the breath exercises, you need to go out into nature. Go outside. Go outside. Don't you know when you go outside and it's really sunny and you be like, oh, it feels good, it's a good day? That's because in the sun and nature, it charges you up. We are batteries. You gotta understand, we are spiritual beings having a human experience. And having anxiety is an experience. If you don't like the experience, you can change the experience at any given time. I don't know why I want to cry. I might. Oh my god, I really want to cry. I want to let you guys know this journey is not easy. It's not. And I'm gonna tell you guys something. I do read tarot. I am spiritual. I do have gifts. So even though I'm crying, whoever's gonna watch this video, I may be feeling your energy, because when I made this channel, I set the intention to help people. I don't know why I'm so emotional, but having anxiety, it can really have you feeling like that your life is crazy. It can really have you feeling like life is over. But I want to let you know that you're powerful. And if you found this video, it is for a reason. I set the intention, whoever needs to see this video, guide them to my channel. I told you guys, this is a safe space. This is a safe space. I don't play. I go crazy on a block list. And if you do cry, crying is a moment to release and let go. And I'm telling you, meditation will be your best friend. Like I said, I'm gonna link a video for the specific part in your brain that has to do with anxiety, and you can meditate to that. And there's many ways to meditate. You can either sit and close your eyes, or you could just sit in silence, or you can sit at the water, but you do want that time to be just for you. Now, many people think when you meditate that you're not going to have any thoughts. That is not true. A lot of thoughts are going to come to your mind, but you want them to pass like a cloud. That's why it's really good to practice mindfulness, because when you practice mindfulness, you will know if a thought comes to your mind and it doesn't make you feel good. affirmations to help you get rid of anxiety forever. The first one is, I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. When you remind yourself that you have the power to change your mind from a negative mind or negative thought to a calming and positive thought, diminishing the hold that anxiety can have on you. I'm going to say the affirmation again. I am in control of my thoughts and emotions. Like I said, anxiety is excess energy, thoughts, feelings, emotions in the mind that affects your body. So by you gaining control over your thoughts and emotions, you hold power over anxiety. And I'm proud of you. I'm so proud of you. The next affirmation is, I am safe and secure in this moment. I am safe and secure in this moment. It's important to ground yourself in the present moment. Every day you go outside, you can put your bare feet in the grass, ground yourself. I told you guys, we are like batteries. If our battery is low, we gotta fuel ourselves back up. Ground yourself and reassure and remind your mind that you are not in danger and you are okay. And this is going to help reduce any anxiety or feelings of it. If you are someone who's been through a traumatic experience in your life, hug yourself like this. Hug yourself and say, I am safe. I am okay. I am safe and secure in this present moment. And I don't care if you gotta say it 20 times. I don't care if you're outside and people are looking at you. You're finding peace. You're coming back home. You're balancing and recentering yourself. The third affirmation. I trust myself to handle whatever comes my way. I trust myself to handle whatever comes my way. You got to instill confidence in you and believe in yourself that you can overcome anything. You gotta, like I said, it's gonna be an everyday process. You gotta instill confidence in yourself that you can overcome anything, because you can. Whatever you put your mind to, you can overcome. Especially if you don't know how things are gonna be, or like the unknown. Have confidence in yourself that you can overcome anything, any and everything. The fourth affirmation is, I release the need to worry about things I cannot control. If you cannot control an outcome and you try to, that's when you go wrong. If it is out of your control, let it flow. And if you try to control something that you can't control, it's not doing you any good. So I release the need to worry about things that I cannot control. If you cannot control it, let it go. Because you're not going to win that situation if you cannot control it. And the last affirmation